Although the Starfleet Order of Special Operatives, Section 31, was created by Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, its earlier Federation history was explored in the movie Star Trek, Section 31. This is despite that there are more than 4 decades of time between the two properties in universe. In Deep Space Nine, Section 31 is a high-functioning secret organization unknown to most members of Starfleet. The characters in Section 31 are part of a much scrappier operation. Simply put, a lot changed in those 45 years, and indeed, a lot changed for Starfleet in that time period. Star Trek Section 31 takes place in a relatively unexplored period of the greater Star Trek timeline. Star Trek, the original series, ended in 2269, and the following movies run from the 2270s to 2293. But no Star Trek content has covered the era between Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, in 2293, and Star Trek, The Next Generation, in 2364, until Section 31, set in 2334. Michelle Yeoh's movie gives us some clues about that time period, but a lot of the details can only be discovered in flashbacks from later shows. Captain Benjamin Sisko, Avery Brooks, was very young during Star Trek, Section 31. At the start of Deep Space Nine, then Commander Ben Sisko was 37 years old. Extrapolating backwards, this means that Captain Sisko was born in 2332. That would make Captain Sisko all of 2 years old during the events of Section 31. With the exception of the short-lived Ocampans in the Delta Quadrant, 2-year-olds don't usually do very much in Star Trek. But Captain Sisko's youth doesn't mean anything important wasn't going on in his life. Captain Sisko's mother, Sarah Sisko, Deborah Lacey, was possessed by one of the Bajoran prophets sometime in the early 2330s. And when Sarah returned to herself in 2333, she left the Siskos with no explanation. In 2334, during Star Trek, Section 31, Ben Sisko and his father would have been looking for Sarah and trying to live without her. These tragic events early in Captain Sisko's life would be taking shape during Section 31, even if he wouldn't understand them until the events of Deep Space Nine.